it's Anna here, and it's my first tutorial for art anthology. And today I would like to show you how I created the frame with the flowers. You could see it at the beginning of this movie on the slideshow. First, you have to take some old canvas. Sometimes you try to make something and it didn't work and the canvas doesn't look good anymore, so it's a chance to use it one more time. You just have to rip off the canvas from the wooden frame and voila, you have a frame. Next, you just have to bring some branches from the walk. This one I brought from one of the walks with my friend, with my dog, and my husband looked at me with this weird look. I am bringing garbage to the house. Next step is to paint the frame using a heavy gesso. Just to make it look white, and it prepares the frame before adhering the medias. Next, I took Art Anthology Soliloquy stencil and texture paste, and I added two inscriptions on my frame. But before I done that, I secured the mask with the washi tape, because I only wanted one word and the other words were too close, so I was afraid that I will have the edges of these words on my frame too. So just glued them with the washi tape and the mask was ready. This is a very heavy texture paste, not the muddy one. As you can see, it's almost constant, not liquidy. Is that a word? I don't know, but you know what I mean. And I just add it through the stencil with the palette knife. I don't know how to call it. And the next step is to use Art Anthology Stone Effects at the bone color. It has some grains inside, like sand, and I wanted to add some texture to my frame by adding this medium. So sorry for that. Remember that after every stage and adding every color of the medium, just to hit it with the heat gun, because otherwise the colors will mix together and create some ugly gray color, brownish maybe. I added two mists on my frame. The colors are listed on the video. I used pink mists. One was Salmon and the second was Valentine. And once again I dried with the heat gun to prevent colors from mixing. And now I am adding a bit of yellow by spraying the pieces of the frame with the Timeless mist and some drops here and there. As you can see, I got this effect. And now I'm using velvet dimensional paints to adhere some color and dimension too. I am using a persimmon paint right now. I'm using a plastic knife to adhere it on the frame. And now it's turned for the yellow color. It's called lemon tart. Once again I am using a plastic knife and my fingers to add it. I am adding it mostly on the edges of my frame. This paint is very thick and it creates a dimensional layer on the frame. And the last color, it's called limeade. I am applying it mostly with my finger and the knife, just here and there to create accents, because it meant to be a spring floral frame, so I wanted to use some spring colors. And this green color is perfect, it's so fresh, just like a first spring leaves. And now it's time for my precious branch. I don't know how to call it. I'm just trimming it with my fingers to fit on my frame, and now it's time to use a heat gun to adhere it to the frame. Just a few drops of the glue here and there at the points when the branch touches the frame, and it's now ready. And now it's time to add flowers to my composition. Oh no, I used a gesso to make the branches look less visible on my frame, and I added the gesso here and there on my frame too, just to soften up the colors. Oh, and now it's time for the flowers. First I'm trying the composition with my flowers. They had little wires under the flowers, so I could just attach them for a minute to check if they look good in these places. And after I was happy with my composition, I just took a heat gun and adhered the flowers to the branches and to the frame, just like that. Oh, as you can see, it was simple, just a few flowers. You just have to be sure that the glue is already cold, so the flowers won't fall out or change their location. And now I'm adding some thinner branch just to make the composition look better. I am using a hot glue gun to attach it to the frame and to the other branches. I thought it will just look better with this thin branch. I trimmed it with the scissors and added a spot of glue, and I have to wait a few seconds for my glue to cool out and glue the branches together. Now a few more flowers to complete my composition, like here and there. And now it's ready. I'm happy with the composition. I took a piece of white cardstock and I am hand cutting small leaves from it. After the leaves are cut, I smash them in my fingers to create some dimensional look for my leaves. After that, I just glue them with the hot glue to my branches here and there, on the branches under the flowers, or on the branches or on the edges of the branch, just to create a spring look, like a fresh new leaves on the branches. And after all the leaves are glued, I paint them with the limeade velvet dimensional paint, because the color is so fresh and looks like spring green, you know what I mean. Some fresh new leaves usually have this lime color before they become more dark and the green become darker. Leaves are ready, and it's time to adhere some sequins. I wanted to add some spark to my frame. I am using a very nice tool. It's Cristal Catana. It has a tip that helps to adhere the small pieces temporarily, and you can pick them up and put them on the in the place you wanted them to be, and it just fall out without any problem. So it's great with the little elements on your designs. Now I'm adding some wow, how to call it, I forgot the word. You know, you can see what I'm adding. I'm making a bow to make it to make it look better. So sorry, I don't know, I didn't sleep well today. And the final touch with the gesso to lighten up the frame in some areas, and it's the last step. Oh no, it's not the last step. After the gesso is dry, I don't know why I call it gesso. Gesso is dry, I am using Minx sparkling inks to add a little bit of color. I am using 3 colors. It's yellow allure, pink enchanting, and white immaculate. They are very shiny. They has pearl powder inside, so it looks very nice. Oh, thank you for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye.